Yo, what up out there? Peace. What up, man? Hope everybody's Smurfy out there. What up? What it is? How y'all doing? Welcome to Substantial Sundays. Levi, peace. What up, Levi? We appreciate y'all patience, man. You know, sorry for the no picture situation for a second. We were getting ourselves situated. Yeah, we're good now. Yeah. We'll let the theme music rock for a minute. All right. What up, Renegade Shinobi? My name. Pace Rock. What up? Hey, Pace Rock. Up in this joint. Peace. What's up, man? That's your man, right? Yeah, that's my man. You know what I mean? Hey, Levi, this is the instrumental. The instrumental is called Opening 0038. It's the official intro music of Substantial Sundays. You know what I mean? So yeah, DJ Grand, peace. Peace and love to you, fam. So we're gonna let this music rock out for a second while y'all check in. Make sure you say peace and let us know where you're tuning in from, and make sure you share the link. And we're gonna get started in a moment. All right. All right. Give everybody a chance to check in. Yeah, it does that. Who else we got up here? What's it called? Wait, it said cut out. Oh, I thought so. My joint was spinning. Yeah, he said your vocals must have cut out. Ah, okay. So, is that the Pace Rock? I'm pretty sure it is. You know what I mean? Hold up. Look, peace. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Substantial Sundays. I am Substantial. This is my brother from another mother, Sherm the Barber, who he's been off for like, what, 2 weeks? 1 week? Was it 1 week? No, just 1 week. Just 1 week. Yeah. Just 1 week. Okay. It feels so long when you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Happy to have you back, man. You know what I'm saying? He looking clean too. Look how clean. Got my Sunday school. You know what I'm saying? Man, looking super fresh. You know what I'm saying? What was the occasion, bro? What was the occasion? What's Nicole's birthday? Yeah. 39th birthday. So birthday, Nicole. Yeah. You know went out and got on this what do you call it? Ferris wheel. Oh, okay. National Harbor. All right. Cool, man. Okay. Pretty cool experience. A little quality time. Yeah, you know, trying to keep it funky. That's what's up. Ethan from the Boogie Down Bronx up in here. Peace. What's up, Ethan? Juan, what's going on? How you doing, hey, sir? Man, good to see you. Ethan, all right, once again. All right, thank you for saying peace, brother. So look, real quick, I'm going to make sure I share the link. If you haven't done this same, please do so. And again, welcome to Substantial Sundays, man. We got so much to talk about, bro, because you weren't here. So, you know, I feel like a ridiculous amount of music dropped in the last 2 weeks. It has been a lot of music. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's been pretty crazy, man. But real quick, before we get into the other folks' music, Levi was asking what instrumental was that in the beginning. So the instrumental that was playing, that is the official theme music of Substantial Sundays. Because every superhero gotta have theme music. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's why we needed our anthem. You know, so Sherm came through one day when we were prepping for the show. I let him hear a bunch of different beats. He was like, that beat right there, that sounds like the perfect intro. That beat over there sounds like the perfect outro. So I just went to work, tried to tighten them up, and then we put them out. And yeah, man. You know, so hey, Pace Rock, man, it's super dope to see you up in here, bro. I appreciate that, man. You know, hopefully when you come up this way, man, we can get you in here live with us one Sunday. That'd be super dope. It's good to finally have a real rapper in participation with this conversation. Yeah, super dope. You know, other than certain this guy every Sunday. It gets kind of boring with me. I know it's called Substantial Sundays, but it gets a little dry with me every week. Like when he wasn't here last week and it's just me by myself, it's just like, so guys, it feels weird because I know y'all are watching. But I feel like I'm talking to myself. You know what I mean? So it's but I appreciate y'all. It was a great show. We had fun, man. Sherm was missed though for sure. Yeah, man. Some people saying we need more music from Pace Rock. You know, Pace, man. Pace
Pace is doing this thing. I love Pace, man, because Pace is he's a humble dude, and he has so much going on, and there's so much this dude can do. And it's just like, if he gets up and decides to do that thing, it's going to be great. If he does this thing, it's going to be great. Like, so shout out to the homie Pace, man, because he's definitely a good dude, man, and I really appreciate that, brother. All right. Listen, last week was lit. I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sucks I couldn't be here.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. We back at it this week. So, Sherm, while I'm sharing and doing all this stuff over here, let's talk about some music, man. Because I figured, you weren't here last week, so I'm sure you got a lot to say, man, about all the tunage.
It's so much has come out.
So much filth from.
Let me see. Let me start with the most.
I feel like we kind of got to start with AP. You kind of.
That's gonna be the most of the talk. So you want to start with the weaker joints. Get those out of the way.
I feel like you just give it. Let's just go there.
So we're gonna talk about. You want to talk? So that's like having a conversation about rap, and you talk about Nas first, and then you go talk about like good artists, but not Nas. It's like, well, you should have talked about Nas at the end.
I kind of feel like. I hear what you're saying.
What y'all? What do y'all? You want
people,
us to start talking about Anderson .Paak, or you want to hear about the other releases first? Because Anderson .Paak is probably going to take up a good amount of conversation.
It don't have to, but it can. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
What up, Scratch times 4?
All right, peace. Hey man, it's cool to see so many names like we don't usually see up here. It's definitely a few new folks, man.
So all right. Well, we only have one vote so far. So since ain't nobody else chiming in, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and talk about this Paak or Paak or however you. I call it Anderson .Paak.
I've been calling it
because I forever. I was waiting on Paak release, like I was waiting on Paak release.
I see what you see what you did there. See what you did there. See what you did there. All right, go ahead, man.
So definitely typical fire, typical heat. It's as commercial as I expected it to be as well.
Okay.
Definitely not as it doesn't. It's introspective, but it doesn't feel as introspective as Malibu.
I agree.
Still super dope. Favorite tracks so far, or favorite 2 tracks is going to be 6 Summers and My Brother's Keeper.
Yeah.
That I hate that I like 6 Summers because of the message behind that shit. But super fucking dope song. Dope. It is sick album.
The switch up is crazy. In 6 Summers.
Oh yeah, because you kind of forget that it's switched up, and you either forget that it's switched up or you forget that it's the same song.
Yeah, it's a really dope song. I love I forget the name of the joint, but the joint with J. Cole, man. Oh my god.
Trippy.
Yes, Trippy.
Yeah.
God damn. Yo, Trippy might be that's definitely like my top 2 joints on there. You know what I mean? Trippy's fucking dope.
I hope nobody out there is disappointed in how this sounds. Because
initially I was. Initially, like I can't even pretend like I wasn't. I've played the hell out of it the last few days and I'm loving it right now. But one, I was up, like I've been a little sleep deprived this past week. I've been up like meeting a whole lot of deadlines, working on music. And then I had to work on this presentation for our workshop on Saturday, and I was up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So my brain was fried listening to it, and I kind of wanted the vibe, right? And so when I got something that was a little more than the vibe, and it went some other places I ain't really expected to go, it's like this is not what I wanted right now. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. But then when I came to it with some fresh ears, man, like you can hear Dre's touch on it. You know what I mean?
You can hear Dre's touch all over that.
Yeah, and Dre's the GOAT, man, like one of the greatest to ever do it. So I love that, you know what I mean? But I love that it still feels like Anderson, even though you can hear Dre's influence, you know what I mean? The song with Dre on it actually was better than I thought it was. That Mansa Musa joint. Yeah, that was cool.
Well, I mean, because Dre's never writing his own lyrics, so
I mean, right. But yeah, I mean, it's what's even the other one, What's the joint? Now who are you? Who are you?
Oh,
that beat
is crazy. Nicole loves that.
Oh my, yeah, my wife
loves
loved it too. Like she just started, you know, two-stepping in the car. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you two-step in the car, but my wife did it. You know what I mean? Because she was loving the joint. But,
yeah, Oxnard definitely passes the car rides test.
Oh no.
Oh,
Let's go ahead. The Snoop joint. Snoop joint is my other, like when I say my two favorites on there is Trippy and the joint with Snoop. Those are my two favorite. Those are the songs I probably play the most right now. But look, whenever it passed the car test, we don't say it passed the car test. What I say is it has Whip Appeal.
Whip Appeal.
Yeah.
AIDS. Oh,
and it has Whip Appeal.
Cheers. I almost couldn't make it through Cheers, man. Cheers is the tribute to Mac Miller and Phife Dawg.
Yo,
Q-Tip fucking spazzes. Q-Tip sounds very different on this song. I hate to sound ignorant because I'm a huge Tribe fan, but I've never heard Q-Tip flow like that before, man.
Yeah, when he first started, it was a little trippy for me. No pun intended. It was a little trippy for me because of the fact that you're so used to Q-Tip delivering things a certain way. And so when he first started, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Killing that shit, man.
And then where he goes with it. Yeah, it's a great song,
I mean, he's jumping all over that fucking track.
Man.
Yeah. That was a hard, like, especially after I figured out what Anderson .Paak was talking about. I was like, yo, oh, this is a Mac Miller tribute.
Yeah.
This shit is real. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Great.
This is great record.
So all in all, super ridiculously fucking awesome, dope album. Yeah. So can we move on? Was that good for you guys?
It was good for me. It was good for
you guys.
If I smoked cigarettes, I'd probably have a cigarette right now. You know what I'm saying? Really hit the jack.
Yeah, that was cute, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hell yeah. Listen to Q-Tip solo shit. Hell yeah, Q-Tip is the god, man.
You know who you talking to right now? Yo, who you talking to right now? Of course, we listen to Q-Tip.
So next joint that since we talking about, so I'm gonna try to go from the greatest, what the best of I've heard so far. This motherfucking Underachievers album. What is that shit called? Something Rain. Oh fuck! And I've been listening to that shit all week. Oh man. If anybody knows what the fucking Underachievers album is called, please post it in the comments. But the Underachievers album is damn near fucking amazing.
So it's just like a smidge away, just a smidgen away from amazing. Like it's
the only reason I can't call it amazing is because it's not from artists that I would typically. After the Rain, yeah. It's not from artists that I would typically think of or think that I would hear amazing music from. So I've been sitting with this shit for the whole week. I'm talking about, dude, you need to listen to this album, man. Okay. Like this shit,
I'll check it out.
It's all about their issues with drug addiction. It's about this shit is so uplifting, man. It's uplifting. Fuck, man. I'm telling you, if you can follow up Anderson .Paak's album with the Underachievers album, trust me, you will not be like, oh man, why did I put this shit on? Like, no, this shit is so great, man. Like I want to play a track for you after, hopefully after we done. That's what's up. But yeah, that shit is super dope. I would have to say the whole album is my favorite track with that joint. Like, yeah, it's like that, wow. And it's not really. It doesn't even really play like a joint that you could really have a favorite song off of it. It kind of plays like a conversation, man, like a real cool conversation with two dope ass niggas, man.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, you definitely need to check that joint out.
What was it? My name is like she was asking about the Piece of Man joint.
Of course.
Yeah, Mick is great. The production on that album, the rhymes on the album, the vibe,
like the greatest writers of
he's dope.
He's not lane,
this newer generation. Yeah, he's definitely dope, man. Mick, it's been dope to watch the evolution of him as well. Like, you know, like from his first project to working with Bad Not Good and all of these other amazing artists he's been collaborating with, and just sonically, man, like his stuff is so interesting. and he has a great voice. Like Mick's voice is definitely one of my favorite of the newer artists, mainly because I feel like with newer artists, like this high pitched nasally thing has become more of like the norm. You know what I mean? Or like this like raspy whatever. And so for this dude to just come through with like this baritone heavy ass voice with ridiculous bars, stupid flow, and he can go toe to toe with any of these younger, but like it's like young, but it's like, but I sound like a grown ass man too. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope because it's just like it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with his career too, like where he goes, because dudes who typically have voices like his voice is only going to get deeper and more raspy as he gets older. So, like, I mean, look at what's happening with Busta's voice now. Think about how Busta sounded before to where he's at now. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he continues to grow musically, man. And he can hold a note. Like, yo, Mick Jenkins can sing a little bit, man. Like, he had moments where he hits a note, and I'm just like, ooh, okay. Yeah, you can do more of that. Go ahead. Go live your life. Go be great. You know what I mean? So shout out to Mick Jenkins. He's super dope. Super dope. Yeah, man. I like that.
Low key in love with his voice. That's funny.
It's all
Plain
right.
Clothes. Oh yes. Yeah, I love that shit. I don't know what Plain Clothes is quite about yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. I haven't geniused this album yet. Mick Jenkins is one of them dudes. I don't know if anybody out there can proclaim to be a one listen. I understand Mick Jenkins. If you are, you're fucking lying. But yeah, I always gotta go find Mick Jenkins on GS and see like what he's talking about. Like his wordplay is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Like it took a while to figure out what the fuck water was. I'm like, what is Mikey talking about water, man? Oh, the fucking truth.
Right. Yeah, man. Nah, he's super dope. Oh yeah. Oh, so for those wondering what's playing in the background, right now this is the Lo-Fi Beats playlist. That's what we got in rotation. This will probably be like the last week for a minute that you hear us playing someone else's playlist, because by next week the official Substantial Sundays playlist will be ready. So yeah, you know, but this playlist, the reason why we're playing this playlist, for those who didn't know, our outro music for the show officially got featured on this place. Man, you know what I'm saying? So the outro for the show got picked up for this playlist. This playlist has over 560,000 followers. So it's been amazing because the instrumental officially came out last week, I think, on Spotify, and then got picked up earlier this week. And the song is currently at like over 22,000 plays. You know what I mean? Just on Spotify. So yeah, man. So shout out to Spotify for showing indie artists love. I definitely appreciate the exposure and all that good stuff. I haven't heard Ethan throwing all the albums out right now.
Yeah,
we already talked about Funky DL. Funky DL's album is dope.
Listen to that. I'm kind of good on Action Bronson. I like Action Bronson, but another one trick pony. Like
like he gets a little boring to me.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard Action Bronson's new joint. I did hear Kev Brown's stuff. It's Kev Brown doing what Kev Brown does. Shout out to him. Definitely solid projects. Also,
talking about that Jamla?
I think I talked about it. Yeah, I think I did talk
last
about
week?
it. Yeah, or did I? I know it was on my list of things to talk about, but I think they hit me with questions, and so I got off track.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that Jamla joint was crazy. Jamla joint is
if you notice, every super dope song Rhapsody was on. Every super dope song, she was on that shit. Like she was on every. She wasn't on Black Thought shit.
Yo, hey man. Oh, and we're gonna have new Black Thought in like 2 weeks.
I hope so, man. The second coming of the Strings of Thought.
There's no hope so. It's official. Yeah, they gave a release date. So yeah, so new Black Thought. Hell to the yes. Hey, so look, I noticed that like our numbers are a little low tonight. You know what I mean? It's possibly because we got a late start. But yo, just to help y'all understand what happened tonight. So for those of you who don't know, I work with it's Black Thought Salam Remy. That's right. Thank you, Renegade.
That's who's doing the whole joint?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good fit for Thought. You know what I mean? So yeah, Levi, we are going to get to my favorite things in a second. But yeah, so what happened tonight? The school I work with, they were doing a fundraiser to raise money for the dance company, and I wanted to make sure we wanted to go out and support that, man. Definitely shout out to Oxon Hill Middle School. Any of my kings and queens from Oxon Hill that's watching right now, shout out to y'all.
He's the Andre 3000.
I'm not sure why you asked that, Levi, but let us know.
Yeah.
I did see some pictures pop up recently with 3 stacks in it.
Stupid.
And so I don't know what it was in reference to, though.
You kind of doubt us about music when it comes to Andre 3000 these days.
What's lots of ginseng on that playlist. Yeah, nah, definitely.
Japanese producer.
I'm not sure where Ginseng's from. I gotta look him up, but I've seen his name pop up a lot in these instrumental playlists. Yeah, he definitely has some solid stuff. So couple of things. So I'm about to throw a what's it? What we gonna call? We're gonna call it audible, son. We're gonna call it audible, son. I know we had a lot of things we planned on talking about, but I feel like just to make things interesting, I'm gonna play something y'all ain't heard yet, because I feel like sharing, and sharing is caring.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna
I haven't heard either.
Yes. Yeah, you've heard the beat, but you haven't heard the song. Okay. So look, so check this out. So I'm sure y'all are familiar with the homie A1. Shout out to him. A1 and I just finished the song. Right now we are waiting for the parts from Steph, so we don't have Steph's parts. So it's produced by this producer from Europe called Miko. The whole project is produced with an SP1200, so it has like a complete throwback sound. And yeah, man. And I'm gonna play one of the tracks tonight. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let y'all hear something. Let's do it.
What up, Johnny?
Hey, Johnny.
Rozo,
You know what I'm saying? Shout
Yo,
out to our
what up,
regulars.
B-Sharp? What up, man?
Peace. So we're gonna pause things for a minute, and then we're gonna find this track and see what y'all think, man. All right. You know what I'm saying? I typically don't play stuff directly from Pro Tools during the joint, but that's what's about to go. That's what's going down. That's what's about to happen out here. It's about to be all the way live. I'm trying not to break stuff and knock down my water. It'd be terrible. You know what I'm saying? The struggle is beyond real right now. Hold up. Boom. Got that. I can see Pro Tools there. Y'all ready? So here we go. World premiere. Super rough. Hold on. Pace asked me something real quick. Oh, Pace is asking how everyone's day is. I hope everyone's doing as great as we feel right now. Some folks who aren't doing so great though. Shout out to the folks out in Cali, man, going through what they're going through. Yo, it's been like really sad to see like all of that going down. And you know, I don't want to throw out like the cliche like thoughts and prayers, all of that, man. Definitely, if you can find, if any of y'all know of some great organizations or whatever that people can donate to help out the folks out there, man. If you got links, feel free to post them in. And you know, if you know anybody that's been affected by it, and you know any other organizations that are helping out there, definitely share them in the chat section, and we'll do our best to go ahead and look into it and try to donate where we can. You know what I mean? And I encourage y'all to do the same. So on that note, you know, definitely love and respect.
I'm glad this is the highlight of your day. My name is my name.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, man, like let's you know, definitely peace and love to everybody out there, and big respect to the firefighters laying their lives on the line to save people in their homes out there. So on that note, we're gonna keep it moving. But yeah, on a happier note, new music. All right, this isn't coming out for a while. I don't think it drops till next year, so I'm sorry to tease y'all like this. But this is why you come to Substantial Sundays, so you can hear shit that you ain't gonna get. You get to hear shit before everybody else does, right? So here we go. All right, song's called SP1200. I'll turn it up a little bit.
This is an ode to the East Coast.
There's gonna be some cuts.
This is an ode to the East Coast.
Said by Marcus, right?
No, this is Nico.
This is an ode to the East Coast, to the ever I toast, to the years I love the most. With the boom bap moment, late night tuning, ear to the speaker while we zoned out fooling. This is an ode to the East Coast, to the ever I toast, to the years I love the most. With the boom back moment, late night tuning, ear to the speaker while we zoned out. My professor was large, my education came late night with DJs on radio stations. MCs were the leaders of the abandoned nation before the saturation and my maturation. My Lord finesse, first down, goes full on guests. In my Walkman deck, there was a tri-core quest, the industrial boom of the drums that stayed dirty. The SP 1200 nutrients and solely during the ever where you had to be worthy. Rock magic on my dream team jersey. Freestyle for hours on the corners with my brothers, arguing who's the best MCs on new tracks discovered. DJ Premier, the scientist with the cuts, while RZA exposed the guts and samples the driver's nuts. D drop diamonds, even beat mining. The SP 1200 ever still shining. This is an ode to the East Coast, to the ever I toast, to the years I love the most. With the boom back moment, late night tuning.
The hook step is going to re-sing it. I mean, think like sky's the limit, like type vibe, whatever.
I toast to the years I love the most.
Like Biggie type stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Ear to the speaker while we zone out, and the beat drop, help a nod your head, beat rock your biz, buck while on deck, Walkman, there's no batteries out the controller, oatmeal Timbs, the pager was on the roller, before I was older, and low in theory took it lower, homies was in the streets talking more dope than Homer, I would listen to beats, pen on my desktop,
Where's where you go?
be the first from my hood to make it rap, hard to be fresh, when your mama broke, I ain't selling pile of dope, so mixtapes to get this.
No, I was gonna say because I can kind of tell.
Now I got a leave problem in this red wax. Music over clothes, how you gonna compare that? Man, I don't know. I was on the red app. This era of hip hop would take my life.
This is rough track.
Without warning, digging in the crates was like looking beyond the curtain. Wrapping my brain around how they got them samples working. Wasn't certain if we carry the torch. Now I'm glad to, so everybody coming out mouth should add value. This is an ode to the East Coast, to the ever I toast, to the years I love the most. With the boom back moment, late night.
It's funny. It's such a good rough that I forgot it was a rough.
To the ever I toast, to the years I love the most. With the boom back moment, late
Who else did the rough engineer?
to the speaker while we zone
Yeah,
out.
If my internet had a face, I'd smack it.
Hey man, I appreciate
Sorry to hear that, Johnny.
Hey, look, the chat joint is on fire right there. It's a whole lot of fire emojis. I appreciate it. Thank y'all, man.
Somebody came to the.
What happened?
Oh yeah, Joshua McGee.
Hey,
to the Playdays.
What up, Josh? Peace. Yeah, man. So that was the track and stuff that I wanted to let you guys hear. Yeah, man. Hey, Johnny, funny as hell, man. Hey.
Had to break the monotony of the fire emojis.
No, but he the one that keep asking for the banana.
Yeah.
Shout out to Substantial Sunday inside jokes. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So that was the latest track and stuff. You know, I've been working on that the last couple of days, man. Shout out to the homie A1. A1 is so happy with how it came out. He instantly followed back up. He's like, yo, that other beat that you played for me, let's make that joint happen too. Yeah, so A1 and I definitely gonna be working on some more stuff, man. And shout out to Miko. Miko's really talented, man. The crazy thing is, dude, he's a jazz musician that happened to also be working on a hip hop album. But like, he had an album that came out before, had Talib Kweli and some other folks on it. And it was a jazz album, like straight up jazz album. So when he first hit me up, that's what I thought we were going to do. So I was excited, like, okay, you know what I mean? I love jazz. You know what I mean? I saw you work with Talib and some other notable names and stuff. So I thought it was going to be more like what I had heard. And then he sent the beats like, nah, I'm doing this whole project, hip hop project, all SP 1200 chop samples, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay. And then he sent the beats. And then I was like, that was dope. Let's do it. And so, yeah, man, it's cool. It's a bit different from what I'm working on solo wise right now. And so, yeah, you know what I mean? I think it's gonna be a dope project. This is like the third song we finished. This is the first song where other people are involved with it outside of just me. And I'm supposed to add some cuts to it. Steph is working on redoing the hook. And yeah, it's good stuff. You know what I mean? And then I made another decision that that Castle in the Sky beat I made a long time ago. I can't remember if I played it on the show or not, but I made a beat sampling Castle in the Sky, and I think I'm gonna use it for recompositions because I got a week right now to finish recompositions. Also, so more music coming. It's gonna drop right before New Year, right before the New Year. Recompositions is finally coming out. It was supposed to come out in September. A lot has happened in the last few weeks and stuff, pushing things back. But it's about ready. But of course, me being who I am, I'm gonna attempt to put one more song on it. And yeah, we will see what happens. You know what I mean?
My dad is 63, huge jazz fan. Just turned him into a huge, substantial.
Hey,
fan. That's pretty dope.
Man, listen, tell your dad I said thank you. And that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? Like for real.
When the elders pick up on good hip hop, that's all. Because they were the ones that was always like, it's not gonna last.
Yeah, and so when they feel it, yo, like I remember when my uncle got home. Shout out to Uncle George. I remember when he got home. One of the biggest moments for me was like, yo, he's one of the first older men in my family to hear my music. Like, you know, like before I played it for my Uncle Azizadin. And so when I played it for him and I saw his face, like the pride in his face, like, yo, like it meant everything because one, he family, but also because of the fact he's an elder. Like some of the music that he grew up listening to is, in my opinion, some of the greatest music ever made. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for someone who grew up listening to some of the greatest music ever made, for them to stamp what I'm doing, you know, it means the world to me. So
when my mom and pops came up to the joint at Afram, that was their first time being at a hip hop show. Man.
That's crazy, yo. Yeah, man. See, stuff like that is
you bringing the generations together, man.
Single tier,
pretty honorable, bro.
Single tier. You know what I'm saying? If I couldn't get my pops to listen to anything past 1997, for your information, you're doing well, my brother. Man, I appreciate it. Yo, that's crazy. He said run that track back. I'm gonna play one more beat. Cause look, when I play stuff, look, we're at 23 people now. You see what I'm saying? When we was talking about other people's stuff, it's like, I ain't playing. I ain't coming here to hear y'all talk about other people. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm gonna be selfish for a minute. I'm gonna play one more joint, and then we're gonna talk some other stuff, man. Cause I wanted to get your 2 cents on something else. All right, hold up. Boom. All right, so look, there is a classic anime called Castle in the Sky. I think I played this beat on here before, but I can't remember. But for those of you who've ever seen Castle in the Sky, the music sounds a little something like this, right? Hold on.
Listen to Miles Davis's Kind of Blue and Coltrane's My Favorite Things, and I just didn't feel it.
Wait a minute, hold up. I'm stopping my music.
Ice Killer 159. That was a brave comment.
Oh, what happened? Me see. He said I listened to my
on a jazz convo for a second.
Okay. I mean, yo, look, you know,
that is probably one of the most audacious, ridiculous things I've ever heard in my life.
Ice Killer. So let me ask you this: do you? And it's not true of everybody who listens to it, but like, do you play at all? Do you play any instruments and stuff like that? And because jazz is like, jazz. How old are you? Yeah, and the age too.
He said he might be too young. How old are you?
Yeah. I'm curious to see what he say. Hold on. He said maybe I'm just
like getting used to a new food.
That's how listening to jazz hop. It has the hip hop twist on. Yo, and that's very true too.
Oh,
listen, what did he say?
He's super young. Okay, 19.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, okay.
But look, this is what you do, Ice Killer, man. Like as you start to listen to more hip hop that samples jazz, when you go back and find the original records that they sample, because that's how a lot of hip hop heads got into jazz. You know what I mean? Like me, when I was making beats, I was trying to figure out like what different producers were sampling. And so when I started finding the original samples and listening to that music, and I'm like, whoa, because number one, the sample part was dope, but then I started hearing the switch ups in the music because when I heard the hip hop joint, it was just a loop. It was just that one part over and over again. So then when I heard the different movements,
you open
all of the
like, oh, this is what
like crazy. And so that made me appreciate jazz even more.
And then also the thing about jazz, like jazz has a spirit, so you got to listen to it. Like you can't listen to it just willy-nilly. Like you've got to listen to jazz at the right time. Like it comes with a lot of emotion, I will say. So yeah, I just like there is some jazz that you can just put on, but when you talking about like Miles Davis and Coltrane, nah, you gotta like that. You gotta be really prepared to hear that.
Yeah, shout out to Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop got a lot of people into jazz as well. You know, it's a lot of great music.
Oh hell yeah, start there. That's a good suggestion, Johnny. Wow. Starting with the Mad Lib Blue Note joint.
Yes,
that's a perfect place for him to start.
Shout. Hey, man, our supporters are dope. Y'all are dope. Shout out to y'all. Look at y'all coming together. We building a little community here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, hey man, we grow this and we get to the point like where we get like, you know, one day hundreds of people watching this. Maybe we do a Substantial Sundays live event. You know what I'm saying? People come out, we shoot the joint live, and people can come to all like one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
put together a little show with some of the homies. That could be really cool.
So are we the oldest people in this joint? We
definitely are. As I stroke the beard,
man.
If my beard was long enough, I'd throw it over my shoulder. But yes, you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure we are the oldest. You know what I mean? Shout out to 40-year-old hip hop heads, because that's about to be us in January, man. You know what I'm saying? My birthday January 7th. This dude's January 4th. Yep. Team Capricorn up in here. You know what I mean? So we about to be, you know, big 4-0. Coach Cypher. That beat is stupid right there. Listen, see who did that one right there. Hey, Calvin, what up, man? Good to see you up in here, brother. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, that's the Chill Hop fan right there. Chill Hop fan.
Hey, B, go ahead, man. It's all y'all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we old as hell.
Oh, this is Chill? Okay.
Yeah, of course, man. You know, Chill Hops, they putting out quality joints. But I'm gonna pause him.
What up, Calvin?
I'm cold as ice. Here we go. Pause that joint. We gonna come back to it. Sherm still not like the beat was playing. That's how you know
that shit was.
That's how you know it's real.
What you pause it for?
Because I'm gonna play the joint. I was gonna play the Castle in the Sky joint.
Yeah.
Then
we gotta talk about
Ice Killer here, sitting on jazz music. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here. Ice Killer.
Yeah, we're saying our ages, man, because Ice Killer made a pretty interesting comment.
Yeah,
Calvin.
All right,
don't worry, we old as shit, so you probably not gonna beat us, man.
All right, here we go. So here is the sample.
Johnny Pros, yeah, Calvin. Like we're like in AA introducing ourselves, kind of.
So if y'all ever seen Castle in the Sky, that's the music from one of the scenes in it. And then let's hear. Right.
Oh, this is the original?
Yeah, this is the original, right?
Sounds like soap opera.
Yeah, it does. It does. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna die and then come back. Man. You know? Hey. Wow. Hey, DJ Pantsu, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Oh man, yo, shout out to Marcus D. That's some other new music that came out. Marcus D.
Whole project?
Yeah, whole joint drop. Shout out to Marcus D. Huge congratulations to him. The project is Ghibli. Yep, Studio Ghibli. The project's dope. You know, I'm biased. Marcus is like my little brother, so of course I love his stuff the most on it. But I mean, some of the best tracks on there obviously is produced by Marcus. You know, shout out to Nitua. His stuff is dope as well. And there's another producer or producers on there as well. And this stuff was pretty solid too. Of course, the only thing that could have made the project better is, you know, me producing something on it. Not biased, just speaking true. Outside of that, I was expecting to laugh. It's cool. I laugh at my own joke. I was joking, but I kind of wasn't. You didn't hear what I said. You right next to me. You wasn't listening. I said the only thing that could have made it better is if I had produced something on there and then the joint would have been flawless. It'd have just been a great album. But no one gave a fuck. It's all right. Sherm's an asshole. I'm going to just go ahead and play crickets. Bitch ass nigga. All right, here we go. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and play this beat. Cause
so groovy there.
So here's the fun story, right? Like when I went to, before Marcus told me about the joint, I just finished making the looping beat. Shout out to My Name Is My Name for commenting on that beat earlier today. And then after making the looping beat, I found the soundtrack to Castle in the Sky, and then I flipped this beat. And then Marcus calls me like a week after I flipped this beat to tell me he just got stepped to by Studio Ghibli, the same people that I just sampled.
Okay, yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, and so he tells me that, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then I sent him the beat. He's like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? And so here's the beat. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Almost knocked my water down. That would have been terrible. Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Here we go. All right. Enjoy, folks. Turn it up a little bit for you. It's not mix and mastered, you know what I mean? So it's super rough. I did co-produce a track on there. All right, I'll tell you in a second. So I'm gonna do something with this week. Yeah, right. Thank you, Morgan. Thank y'all. That's me. Oh, yeah.
And that's what that joint at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, nah, the joint at the bottom is actually that's a sample, but this is what it looks like when I'm playing. Like all of those notes there. And you see the score, like what I played. Horns though, real low. Real subtle.
Oh, these fire emojis in there.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that.
You, Calvin.
And I switched it from the piano to the guitar. But it's moving the same way the piano was.
That's a guitar now?
Yeah, switched it. Right hand.
Oh.
Right? And so the piano was in it before. Right here. This is what the piano was doing. Right? And then instead of bringing the piano back under the sample, under the chorus again, I just bring back the. So it just feels different
too.
Nah, this is a sample. But when I found the sample, I listened to it and I was like, it's moving kind of the way the piano was. And I was like, damn, it's close enough to the key. And so then I scaled it until I got it. And then I chopped it, made it work. You know what I mean? And so and just layered it up with different elements.
Behind the Beats featuring Substantial and Sherm.
Oh. Yeah. Carlos, peace, King. All right, that's what's up. That's
no rush or anything, but could you please drop new music?
Hey.
These teasers sound sick.
Who said that?
Who said that? Drop Mr. McGee.
Hey, Josh, man, I just dropped 2 instrumentals from our show. And then before that, I dropped a single at the end of August. And before that, I dropped The Garden. You know what I'm saying? And before that, I dropped what's the joint? Seeds.
Oh, the Seeds.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you like all of that stuff I just listed, that all dropped from me in this 1 year. And that Marcus, you know, shout out to Calvin for pointing that out. Whole time I'm talking about that project, and I forget to mention that I co-produced the song on the project. The Studio Ghibli joint. So check it out. Matter of fact, let's make it interesting. So look, all right, so this is what we're gonna do real quick. I'm about to roll the dice because you know how janky Spotify is on my computer. Sherm know I'm taking risk out here. I'm living dangerous.
I might not hear nothing.
I might not hear nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? Might not nothing like that happen.
We're gonna beat that beat today.
All right, here we go. So look,
with the clapping hands. My name is my name. Right. What up in Indio? What up, man?
Indio, peace, man. Good to see you up in here. So look, so check this out.
What up, Nick Fit?
So this, what's going on? Birthday girl. So this track right here is from Jazz and Best Songs Studio Ghibli collection. All right. This is
possibly.
Possibly. We're rolling the dice. Here we go. It loaded up quick though. Oh shit. Oh,
we got an instant play.
So this track right here, I actually co-produced. I did some of the drum programming. The harp that you hear playing, I actually replayed on the keyboard. And then there go Marcus being dirty.
She was talking like I did Ram on that as soon as it dropped. Like I'm new or something. Give me more respect, bro.
Yes, Josh. Yeah, Josh. You got it, Josh. I'm sorry, man. My bad. I should have known. If you up in here with us every Sunday, of course you already get. I appreciate you, bro. Marcus is dirty, though. I'm still gonna lay down vocals to this joint. I missed the deadline so long ago. I'm still gonna do it. Shout out to Gerson on bass. That's Marcus playing on that piano. There are no samples in this beat. And so it's dope because I programmed the drums, right? And then Marcus went in, reworked it, and he added the congas under there and all of that, and then added
up that part up, right?
Hey, good looks, man. Yeah, so Marcus, so what happened, y'all? Like, to give you some background, right? Marcus hit me up when he told me about it. He was like, LeBron dropped 51. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So Marcus hit me up, was like, yo, I'm working on it. I still got a couple of more tracks to choose from to flip for it. And then he sent me a list. And I picked this one after I watched the movie. Picked this joint. It's crazy.
Hey, on top of that, Groovy Bear TV, shout out to Bell McGee too. Looking good on that Lakers. Yeah, looking good on that Lakers squad. Looking very good. Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers. LeBron played for the Lakers.
No, I'm talking about JaVale. I think JaVale, I'm pretty sure he's with the Lakers.
I haven't watched the game yet.
Yeah, JaVale is with the Lakers. Yeah, because it's JaVale and they picked up another old dude.
So look.
Damn, Kemba had 6.
So since we was talking about behind the beats, right? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up the session. So you can hear this joint straight bare bones, ass naked before he added all the magic that made it.
Just his piano?
Yeah, it's not. I'm talking about before he added piano. I'm talking about just me flipping. Because initially I flipped the sample, right? I sampled it, and then I went in through the sounds that I had, and I found the harp, and so then I replayed the harp using my keyboard. I played the harp on the track, and because Marcus was like, we can't use the sample, we got to replay everything, and so I played it. And then he was like, yo, that's you playing it? And I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, send that shit over. Send that shit over. So, and yeah, man, it just came together dope. So let's open up the session real quick so I can let you hear the butt-ass naked version, you know what I'm saying, of the track. Here we go. I think there's a folder with anime joins. Yeah, there it is. Nazaka, there we go. Oh, don't be a, yeah, I was going to say don't be a bitch ass. Don't be a bitch ass. Go ahead, open. We'll save that. All right, back. Here we go. Let's go, episode 1. Oh, man. Here we go. All right, so tracks opening up. I appreciate y'all patience, man.
Yeah, Wizards are ultra ass trash. Fuck them.
What happened?
The Wizards are shit. I'm just commenting on folks talking about basketball. Fuck the Wizards, man. Sick of this bullshit. They need to blow that fucking shit up. Keep Jeff Green and Kelly Oubre. Everybody else can go. Yes, I'm talking about John Wall, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter's bum ass. All them dudes, like, it's time to blow that shit up. And I like Bradley Beal and John Wall, but they have zero chemistry, and it's time to stop pretending like they have chemistry.
Sherm has spoken. So here we go.
Their drunk uncle falling down at the reunion with his pants covered in mud.
So Pete, so this was the initial take that I sent to him. This is before he changed the swing of the drums and stuff. Like Marcus changed up the pattern, which made it like just sound so much doper. But I just kept it straight up initially, you know what I mean? Because I'm laying foundation for what he's gonna do. It's his track, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to compliment what he does. So this is what I sent him initially. And so, yeah, Lord, hold up. And then I added, and so in the beat, when you listen, you'll hear some, like a little, you know what I mean, a little choir action. So it was real subtle in mine. He found something sound way better. Way better.
Sounds like strings.
Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, so I sent them this, man. And then, like, after I sent them this, he sent me back a video of him playing on IG. Like, we were just sending messages back and forth on IG, man, and he was just destroying it. And so it's just so dope to see that happen, man. Like, you know, part of what him and I have been talking about. They said mind the children in the chat.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. I had to think for a second, like, oh, that's a little indirect. That was funny.
Oh, thank you, Calvin. Yeah, Every Day is a Good Day is the name of the other producer who did work on it. His stuff was pretty solid as well. Indio says,
man, let that man party, Indio. Let that man party, man. The team is shit, man. Let that man party. It's not John's fault for going to the damn club, man. It is, first of all, Ernie Grunsfeld needs to be thrown from the top of the damn stadium, man. He's got to go. That is the problem. The management is the problem. They put these teams together that have no chemistry. Great ball players, zero chemistry. We've never had chemistry. Think of how many championship teams that we've had. Like, not collectively, but in parts. Think of how many championships we had from the Detroit Pistons. JaVale McGee now has 2 rings. Like, we never put the pieces where they belong. We just get them and say, all right, here's a basketball. Go shoot that shit. It never works out that way, man. It's crazy. Wizards. It's crazy. Man.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Josh, thanks, man. It's funny. I had this conversation yesterday about, like, doing live of, you know, either producing a track, like, live. I messed around one Sunday. I was doing it. And truthfully, man, like, it's uncomfortable. Because, like, when I'm home producing, like, no one's in here with me. You know what I mean? Like, my wife, my kids are doing their thing. Sometimes the kids are in here for a little bit. But, yo, I like to be left. Like, I like to be left alone when I'm producing. And it's mainly because, like, you know, every sound I hear is a distraction. Like, so, for instance, when I was working on a beat live one time, you know, it's like I'm working on something and then I'm trying to figure stuff out. But then I'm super self-conscious because, you know, a lot of beat making is just failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just keeping it 100. A lot of the beat making is just like, yo, you try to program the joint, it's not hitting right. Or like, I hear something, I hear the sample and it's dope and I want to play something over it. And because I'm not classically trained and stuff, there's no writing actually happening. It's me, like, just fumbling over the keys, trying to find the right notes until I find what I like and then basically playing it for 20 minutes until I get it. And so, yeah, man, But so someone asked me, who do I like more, Jen or Mugen? I'm a Mugen fan, man. I'm more of a Mugen fan. Jen was dope. Jen was super dope in Samurai Champloo. But I like Mugen better. Mugen. Yo, have you ever watched Samurai Champloo?
No. You know anime, dude.
Yo, hey, son. Yo,
you know where I am still. I'm still at Akira, dude.
Bruh, we got to binge watch. Because, young, the 15th anniversary is coming up. Next year is going to make 15 years of Samurai Champloo. And so we can't keep doing this and you've never seen Samurai Champloo. Because a good amount of the people who are...
Episode. Wait. No, maybe I have. They do martial arts on there? Is like the beginning with a dude doing martial arts and shooting a gun?
There's no gun shooting.
There's no.
It's like the
no era. Samurai. I'm thinking of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. See, I'm not all the way stupid.
I'm working on him. I'm working on him. He's still my man. He's still my man. But I'm working on him. Working on him. We gonna fix this, y'all. We gonna fix this. Sherm is gonna watch it. But yeah, I'm a Mugen. I already know who you like, Mugen. I knew you like.
I know, right?
It's your name. It's your name. All right, so was it before we go? We got about like 4 minutes and some change left. I'm gonna throw some music on in the background.
My name is something. Here y'all go with this boring man talk.
So look, I'm gonna throw some music on in the background real quick, and yeah, I wanna tell y'all a quick story about how the song, My Favorite Things came about over somebody else's beat. You know what I mean? All right, so look. All right, so somebody's at the door. Come in. Oh, shoot. My daughter's guest appearing. Oh, come in, Dad. Show me shirt. Show me shirt. Show me shirt. Yay. Boondocks, son. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Asheru. Now go ahead with your night clothes.
Good night.
All right, good night, baby. I love you.
Good night, people.
Good night, madam.
Make sure you close the door, all right?
Bye.
Bye. All right. Peace. So,
they want next week's song already.
Right. But, look, we'll talk about next week's song in a second. So, look. All right. So, the story of My Favorite Things and how that song came about. It's funny. I'm about to give y'all some information about it that I'm going to give you a little drama. Like with it too, there's a little drama that surrounds that song. So first off, many years ago when I was still living in Brooklyn, New York, you know, of course we're meeting artists from all over the place, and there was this one artist we met. She was super dope, and she had a rendition where like it was like she did her own take of My Favorite Things, right? And it was like you know, like a lot of folks or whatever, when we sample different joints, we flip you know, different jazz songs and stuff like that. And so it was cool. And I heard the joint like in the cypher, she had spit the joint. And then so like I work with kids. Initially, when I was working with these kids out in Brownsville, I had what was it? The kids wanted to do a performance. I was trying to think of something for them to perform that would be appropriate. One day we were having a conversation about My Favorite Things, and then I remember I was like, "Yo, it'd be dope if the kids could do a hip hop rendition of My Favorite Things." So her joint, like it was a joint she do a cappella, never had music and stuff like that. So I built the beat, a little 3/4 time signature joint from scratch or whatever, using Acid Pro. Built the beat, basically did a joint because I was teaching the kids hip hop history. And I used the whole concept, the My Favorite Things melody, you know, inspired by Homegirl, to teach the kids about the elements of hip hop. So keep in mind, when I initially did My Favorite Things, I had no intention of making My Favorite Things a song, simply because of where I got the idea from. And so, like the kids perform it, I couldn't be there because I was actually, I had to go to upstate New York because I was hosting an event in upstate New York in Albany. It was about the Rockefeller drug laws. We were actually lobbying to get them to drop the Rockefeller drug laws, or bare minimum at least change them. And so I missed the kids' performance. When I came back the next week, teachers, kids, everybody was like, "Yo, it was amazing. The kids did so well." And then people kept pressing me out like, "Bro, you really need to make that a song. You really need to make that a song." Again, because of the fact My Favorite Things is already a song. Besides Homegirl doing it, it's been done by a lot of different people in different styles of music. So I was super hesitant to do it. Some years passed or whatever. I started building a band, and shout out to my man Definition and his brother Reason, who was just super dope. And so, I played some of the stuff that I had been working on, and they heard that beat and was like, he's like, I can do an all live version of that joint. Like, make it like the whole nine. We can get a trumpet player on it. And I'm just like, he's like, you should really, really do something with that song. And again, I'm hesitant because it's a remake of a song that's been done. I've heard other people do remakes. Never mind the fact that Saigon had a really popular rendition of the song, all of which preceded mine.
It was just that was before you.
It was before mine.
I thought yours before.
Right. They keep in mind. But at the time, I had heard Homegirl's joint, and I heard a couple other people do renditions of it. And so I had some reservations about doing it. You know what I mean? But again, I got everybody like, bro, go do it. Go do it. And one of the things about hip hop, people do shit that has been done a million times. And what it comes down to is how dope it is, right? And I guess what finally got me to the point where I was willing to do it was the fact that, it really was one of those things that I think I like the message of it, and then how I saw the kids respond to it when we came up with the joint. I felt like it could be a really powerful joint. And then when I heard what he did with the live instrumentation, man, I was just like, fuck, let's just do it. So do the song, comes out, people love it, it's great. The video came out, amazing. Super shout out to Matt Hobbs. Matt Hobbs is like, at the time, Matt Hobbs did all those videos for me. He wasn't, I think,
16, 17.
He was like 17 years old when he directed Resurrection at a House Party. He was 18 years old when he shot My Favorite Things. Great. No, I think he was 19 by then. He did. It's You. Yep. Yeah. So Matt Hobbs, the guy who shot all those videos for me, was like 19. Doing that. He's huge now. When I
told me, that's right. Yeah, you told me about when you hit him up.
I hit him up to get him right.
Okay.
Yeah, I really wanted to keep working with him, and he wanted to work with me too. But he just said, he was like, he's at a point in his career where music videos just didn't make money like that no more. But he was like, I can do it, but I'm gonna have to beat you over here. Yeah, and that was the friend price. That was the crazy part. So anyway, so I did it. You know what I mean? I did the song, and as quick as I put it out, maybe like after it started getting MTV and V-Burn and stuff like that, that vocalist, she reached out to me. Keep in mind, that artist had reached out to me and was straight throwing me under the bus, being like, "Yo, you a biter, you this, you that." This is the person I told you I heard in the cipher who did the joint, because I knew, like, me and my man, she was recording with Isaiah, like we knew her. She's famous, right? So she's like, "Yo, you a biter, you this, you that," and it's just like, and the way she's coming at me was mad greasy, and I was just like, let me just be real clear, it's a remake, yo. It's a remake.
Remade it, so
you didn't write My Favorite Things, like it was super.
But because you were standing,
let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 1,000,000. John Coltrane did a remake of it, and his joint is like one of the most popular renditions of it, and it's a remake. It's not even the original track because
yours got on. Yours,
my joint got burned.
Yeah,
and so people coming for it, and it's just like, and there's no case to be made because it's just like, well, you gonna take him to court and be like, "Yo, he stole my thing that I stole from."
That they stole,
right?
And the person's
and the subject matter is different. It's so look, I'm being transparent with y'all. You know what I mean? Just giving you some of the behind the scenes, because initially it wasn't a song that.
Say the person's name though? Are they popular?
No. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit up my man because I don't want to. I'll say it next week, but I gotta hit up my man just so I can remember what her rap name is. Because I remember what her real name is, but I can't remember what her rap name is. And I ain't got no problem giving people credit where it's credit, because otherwise I wouldn't even told you the story. But I'll definitely, because keep it 100. She was super dope, dope, hands down. I've heard some amazing MCs, and at the time we heard her, she was one of the dopest MCs we were hearing in New York. But like a lot of people, whatever, what hinders most hip hop artists, man, is that like, yo, we have things that happen in our personal lives, and some people are better equipped to deal with those things and still be successful than others. You know what I mean? Some people, it's like it's crippling, and it's just like it makes it very hard for their careers to ever really get where it is. And you know, she, like a lot of people, you know, had some challenges and stuff.
Not Hayes.
No. Hayes on me. No. But nah, she was hot. You know what I mean? And it was just like, and you know, we had a little back and forth or whatever. And what was real great, the issue I always have with people is like, man, when you have an issue with somebody, you should always speak to them directly, right? Like, to come at folks in a public setting and thinking that you're going to accomplish anything is never, especially when you know the person. You know what I mean? And so,
definitely going to end up in the door.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, man. But that's a little history about it. I definitely wanted to be when folks first asked me to talk about it, I wanted to get that history. But yeah, man, I definitely set out to when I did it. I really wanted it because I was doing a lot of youth work, so I was really using the song as an opportunity to teach kids about like hip hop, like give them something that was easy to catch on to, but then make the vibe something that like the older heads could kind of respect and feel, and then people who remember the John Coltrane cover, give them that jazz flavor and stuff like that, but then stay true to the sound of the music joint. Which, by the way, for those who don't know, I love musicals. Like, really, really love musicals. Musicals, I feel like.
As a matter of fact, Calvin Williams is asking, so is that from, I think
Rodgers and Hammerstein, absolutely, man. Okay, yeah, so they're the original writers of my favorite things. And so like musicals, hands down, like to me, it's like some of the dopest shit that musicians accomplish, because to be able to tell a visual and audio story and to be able to like put that much content in a song, right? Because like the songs that are in musicals, like they're focused on scenes in these people's lives, and there's so much content in what they're saying. It's the closest thing to what rappers do, right? In terms of what happens in singing. And so musicals are just very interesting to me. I love musicals. Maybe one day I'll give y'all like a list of some of my favorite musicals. But yeah,
I was asking about the playlist too.
Oh, the playlist that we're listening to? It's in the description. This is Lo-Fi Beats that you're listening to right now. It's an official Spotify playlist that features our track Closing 0037, which we are about to play right now because it's about that time. But so we got some questions.
Somebody said, oh man, somebody suggested a song for next week.
Okay.
That I thought was a great suggestion.
Let's see.
Rap.
Thank you, Johnny. Man, I had a lot of fun making that that video. It was a lot of fun making that. Pretty sure this thing was for us.
Follow the master.
I believe in Malcolm.
Follow the master.
Follow the master. Hey, that would be dope. Mugen with a blue pen. Yo, hey man, I would love to break down Follow the Master, because Follow the Master got one of my favorite punchlines in it ever that I wrote. Yeah, like, was it the second verse of it's like when I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck up the stage, bum. You ain't doing shit, no need to tell him to say something. Crowd look well rested, in time to get adjusted. Cop food and drinks, had time to digest it. I'ma make them feel like they were part of my live show. No voice closed, moist, hotter than Cairo. Watch me blow the spot when I drop my payload. Got them going wild, but it ain't raining no pesos. They do what I say so. My presence demands it. A veteran standard. Hey, what's better than stand shit? I severed their hand if they extended to grab this and shit on everything. Like I never been pampered. I son them like Frederick Sanford. Been a G, but I don't sell trash just so I can make a living. Be that whole shit, right? Them, like, yeah, I stopped writing.
I did like that line.
Yeah. And so next week, Follow the Master,
definitely a
breakdown.
Yeah.
And we will start with that them little 2 bars right there, because when I wrote that, I was like, this old head's the only ones who will really get this, unless you're familiar with the TV show. But like, yo, that whole sequence, son, I'm like Frederick Sanford, Benny G, but I don't sell trash just so I can make a living. I was like, hey, go ahead. Like, call it a night. Call it a night. Call it a night. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, we can do Hikari as well. We'll put Hikari on. So look, so check this out, Sherm. So before we go, last week or the week before, someone suggested, can we do a show? I think it was a week before. Someone suggested, could we do a show where we listen to fans' music and break down like and give feedback on the fans' music? So look, I'm trying to do that. I think because Thanksgiving's coming up, I think the next show should be like, you know, us giving back to y'all. You know what I mean? So maybe I say this is what we do, because I got like, I'm on deadline right now, so I'm gonna be working on me until like Friday, and then after that I'm gonna go on a diet and just listen to other people for like 2 days. So if you can send stuff to me and Sherm, preferably Sherm, because he listens to more music than I do. Sherm listens to like way more music. When he in there,
I always have time to
because when he works, he can, like when I work, I'm making music, so I can't listen to other people's music as much. But when he's working, that's the main thing that's happening in the background, is background music. So send it to Sherm. Sherm, what's the best way for them to send it to you?
I guess it would be I guess nobody uses email, do they? Can they send it? Which way? I don't know. Social media. I'm on Instagram. I don't know if you can send stuff through Facebook. However, I'm always checking stuff.
What's the one you check the most?
Email and Instagram.
All right. So Sherm's email is
DaBaba, DABAABA @gmail.com.
And what you can do is, if you send it through my contact page on IamSubstantial.com, I'll make sure I share it with him. All right, because this is what I think we should do. Maybe they send it to you first, right? You comb through it, you find the gems that you feel like are the ones we should talk about. He makes the recommendations to me. This is what happens in real life. I don't listen to everything. Sherm tells me something's dope, I go listen to it, because this dude's his taste of music is impeccable. So I'm like, Sherm said it's dope, it gotta be amazing. I'm gonna listen to it. So you send it. Sherm will check it out before I will, because I'm on deadline to finish something by Friday. Once I'm finished, I'm gonna go ahead and vibe out for the next few days, and then we gonna talk about it next Substantial Sunday.
Post my email on there by any chance.
I'll do that. I'm gonna put Sherm's email
DABAABA @gmail for my name. Is my name. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. The Baba. It's supposed to be the Barber. I was retarded one day. This email is probably over 10 years old. Yeah, I was probably DABAABA.
Yeah, I got it.
I was probably smoking some shit I shouldn't have been smoking one day.
All right, Sherm's email.
No, I don't think it was the drinks that night. Not for what I came up with for my email. Might have been more than drinks that night, Josh.
So I just put it in the chat. Y'all grab that from there. Send them some music, man. We'll check it out. And then next week, we'll focus on y'all.
You can send it to my Instagram, too. DM me on Instagram. Slide in the DM. Pause. But don't send me no dick pics.
Right. We are not reviewing dick pics.
None.
Or crotch shots of any sort. Okay? None of that. Yeah. So I think that would be dope. I think that's a great way to give back and stuff, man, in the spirit, you know what I mean, of what? Oh, you listening to that magic
playlist is dope.
Tonight, man. Hey man, I'm super honored to be a part of this playlist, man. So, you know, yeah. So look, on that note, we gotta get ready to roll, man.
Yeah, it could be acapella.
Yeah, it could be go Acapulco. You know what I'm saying? Take it there.
Yeah, it could be Rockefeller.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's that time, son.
Time to do that shoulder shimmy.
When the shoulder's going.
Hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight. Right now, you should be grinding or crumbling. Whichever you like to do. This is the part in the song where you do that. In a second here, it's going to be time to sprinkle. Now you're sprinkling. You're sprinkling. Are you sprinkling? You should be sprinkling right now. You hear that sound? You hear the shaker. The shaker is sprinkling. Now roll it. About to light it. Wait, we about to light it. Oh, here comes the exhale.
If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on the bell so your notifications are turned on. Make sure you subscribe to the mailing list. You can do that by going to the bio. All that good stuff. Shout out to the homie, Malcolm Jackson, man, for just killing this joint. And Malcolm Jackson says he has new music coming out next year. Hey, so listen, a couple of quick shout outs. Steph the Sapphic songstress, who now goes by Stephanie Gale. Her new album is almost complete. She just sent me another update of the album. It's amazing, yo. Shout out to her. Shout out to Fier. That's F-J-E-R. Fier just dropped a really dope album. She's the one who sings on my song. Always good. Yeah, she just dropped a really dope album. Make sure you check out Fier as well. Shout out to her.
Yeah, that's what he said. Ice Killer wants Black Ball Trades breakdown.
Ah, that would be good too. That would be good. So how about we do Follow the Master next week after we break down, listen to everybody else's music, and then the week after that, we do Black Ball Trades.
Sounds good to me, man.
Hey, man, shout out to DJ Hive. I don't know what happened. DJ Hive said he was going to slide through today. So, like, Hive for the longest, I've been talking to him about doing a segment called Hive Mercy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my man DJ Hive loves to complain.
Ranter.
Yeah, he's the mad ranter.
Mad ranter.
So we gonna if Hive shows up at least once a month, we're gonna start doing Hive Mercy, where Hive just comes in and blacks out and all that good stuff. But we out, yo. We got roll. Peace.